Hey guys, it's Trisha, aka Motleygrrl, and welcome to my channel. This is me in all of my glory. I don't have any makeup on at all, not even 1 ounce. I mean, maybe there's some residue left that I couldn't get off my eyes from my eyelash glue, but this is me, no makeup. You can see my eyebrows are very sparse, and I honest to God think that's because the way I sleep, it rubs off the hair like towards the tails of my eyebrows. So the reason I'm starting off this video with absolutely no makeup on is because I've gotten a lot of requests to do a get ready with me. I want to apologize for that sound. If you could hear it, they're cutting the grass as soon as I started filming. Anyway, maybe that's a little bit better. I don't know. They've kind of moved on down the block. It's a beautiful day in Chicago. That's where I am from. Actually, here they come again. All right, let's see what we can work with. So this morning, I got up, I washed my face, I exfoliated, and then the first thing I do is I use my L'Or primer, but like I've always said, I use it as a skincare. So I put this all over my face, and that's all I've done so far to my face. So now the next step would be, when I start putting my makeup on, is to use a primer. Now lately, since it's been so super hot outside, what I've been using is my self-adjusting primer by Decay, and then I slap a little bit of my Becca backlighting filter over that, and that's what I've been doing. That's it. I don't put any concealer, any foundation, anything on over that. That's what I've been doing. And then maybe I'll throw a little bit of bronzer on my cheeks, and I'm good to go. But today, just for the purpose of the video, we will do a little bit of everything. I'm gonna use Kat Von D. All right, so we just start off with a little bit. I just go like that. I'm gonna prime my face, rub it all in. I like this stuff because it's sticky and because it smells like glue, because I'm weird like that. Okay, so now that I have the primer on my face, I'm gonna go in with foundation. My favorite foundation right now is the Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundation, which you saw me use a couple videos back. So I'm not gonna use that foundation today. I use the Japanese foundation quite a bit, but I just got this sample of Makeup Forever Ultra HD, so I'm gonna try this and see how this works out. And I usually do use my Mia 2 Clarisonic to spread my foundation with their foundation brush, but since I know not everybody has that, I'm just going to be using my beauty blender. And then with the beauty blender, I'm just going to dab this in. Okay, so I have the one layer of the Makeup Forever HD foundation on. I kind of like it. It kind of makes me look alive, but I'm actually going to go into a couple places and do another layer. I'm not a full coverage person. Maybe I just don't care for this formula. I don't know. I'm gonna put a little bit on my eyebrows because it helps my pencil or my dip brow stick a little bit better. So when you're putting your foundation on, don't forget to blend this area below your jaw and down into your neck and around into your ears. You don't want a line there. You want it to look as natural as possible. Now, I normally don't use concealer, but I kind of can see some bags under my eyes, a little bit of discoloration, so I am gonna go in and use some concealer today. So won't that be fun? Okay, so now that I have this all blended in, I do actually, woo, there goes a motorcycle. I like motorcycles. I do actually like this foundation. The color's pretty good. Not too far off from my neck. Next step would be the concealer. All right, so the only concealers I really have are by Tarte and Kat Von D. And I have this one in several different shades, the Tarte Shape Tape. How could I forget the name? Shape Tape. And this is the Lock-It, not foundation, concealer by Kat Von D. So what I'm going to do first is go in with this Lock-It concealer. Man, I don't use concealer much. That's why I probably can't even think of what it's called. And this is a darker color. I'm going to go in with that first under my eyes. And then I'm going to mix in a little bit of this Shape Tape in the color Light. And with the Shape Tape, like, you seriously just need a little bit because this applicator is so big and it holds so much product. Go over my forehead with that. We'll make that a little bit later. And I'm just gonna take my beauty blender and start blending this in. Now, since I'm doing this before I put on any of my eye makeup, I am gonna kind of blend the concealer into my eyelid. And then that way, I am not going to use an eyeshadow primer. I really like to press that in under my eyes to make sure it's set and it's not gonna crease later on. And that's also why I put the concealer on my forehead, because I do have lines in my forehead and I feel like the concealer kind of helps to control that. I don't know, that might just be me being my crazy self, but that's how I feel. Now, I actually don't feel like this part of my face looks flat enough. This is what you want this to look flat, and that's why you put the lighter concealer there. So I'm just gonna go back in with the Shape Tape and just do a little bit right in there like a football player. All right, so what I'm gonna do really quick before this totally sets in is I'm gonna take this Lock-It powder by Kat Von D. This is in the color Petal. And I am going to push this in under my eyes. See, it's a powder. And make sure that really gets set in. I'm using my beauty blender. Now I'm only gonna do this on under my eyes, because it's the Petal color and it's an under eye brightener. And B, I'm still gonna go in and use some cream contour on my face. So you don't want to put powder down all over your face if you're going to go back in with creams. So anyway, now you can see that my face kind of looks flat in that area, and that's exactly what you want. You don't want there to be any bags or dark circles or anything like that. Now, what I usually use for the cream contour is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Cream Contour Kit. But I actually bought a Shape Tape in a dark color because I wanted to see if that would work out to do contouring. So what better way, or what better time to try it out than right now? I've never used this, so let's see. I have no idea, you guys. This stuff is probably gonna like blend right out. I did not get a Kim Kardashian's contour kit. So let's take my beauty blender and bounce this stuff around. And it's kind of a mess. Put way too much on. Yeah, that's way too much. So, live on YouTube, we're gonna have to try to fix this. I mean, it's actually not live. I could probably cut this all out if I wanted to, but I won't. Because you know what? People make mistakes all the time when they're doing their makeup. And all you gotta do is blend, 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 blend. Okay, so that's not really too bad, but I'm gonna go back into some areas with my foundation and clean it up. Because it kind of looks like I have a beard. Okay, so what I did was like a weird contour there. It was like backwards. It was like, I don't know, but you can still see it's still there just a little bit. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with my Kat Von D translucent powder and set my face. You can see now that my face is darker than my neck, so I'm going down. So there's no line. I just look a little more tan. Alright, so I'm going to take the dampened beauty blender and just get a little bit of this Kat Von D locket powder and just kind of go along what I just did, which might actually help it to lighten up a little bit. Guys, I don't do this every day actually. So if I said in the beginning that I was going to do my everyday routine, I lied. I'm just doing it to get ready with me. So today this is what I'm doing to get ready. Bunch of extra steps that probably aren't necessary at all. Alright, so I know what you're thinking. She's done with her face. She went in with that foundation and the concealer and the brightening powder and the cream contour that didn't really work out, and then she went in with more foundation and more powder, and she's done. Well, guess what? I'm not. I just have to go back over my contour with my very favorite Kat Von D's Shade and Light powder contour. This is what I use every day, no matter what I have on my face. I try to get out of the bathroom without using it, but I just can't. It's very quick application. And this is the brush. This is her brush that she made for it. It works like a dream, and I just can't not do it. I wish I could, but I'm addicted. So we're gonna go over this contour a little bit more just to cut it up, or cut it a little bit sharper. So now I have that nice contour powder situation going on, which I like. And then I'm gonna do a little bit of my chin. I'm using the medium and then like a touch of the dark, like kind of going whoop whoop and then boom, and then I go in. Did you guys catch that? It was a whoop whoop boom. When you guys are blending your contour, you want to go up. So the problem with this is all my natural light is on this side of the room, and this side of the room is kind of dark, so that's why this side looks jacked. And it's actually the same thing in my bathroom. This side is all natural light and this side is no light. So this side of my face probably always looks really screwed up. So anyway, now I'm going to go in with the peach, which is probably what I already used earlier, just to go under my eyes again to brighten this up. You can see immediately that that brightened that side up. And then there's also this center color that I use a lot. In case you couldn't tell, I use it a lot. That I also will go in, brighten up my nose, under my eyes, my chin, and of course my forehead. All right, so that is what I do to my face at this point before I start on my eyebrows. That's what I said, sir. So I'm actually gonna lock my face in. So let me get my Skindananavia setting spray and we will continue. So I'm just gonna spray my face with my very favorite Skindananavia setting spray. You guys can use your Urban Decay all you want. It's actually made by Skindananavia. Skindananavia is a little bit cheaper and it's a little bit better, so you should try it out sometime. Whoopsie, I forgot my nose contour. That's just really easy. I go in and I use this center color and I use my Morphe E47, just pat that in and go down my nose on either side. I know I kind of have a small nose to begin with, but I like to make it a little bit smaller. So I go inside just to create that natural shadow. Make sure you bring it up to your brow bone so it doesn't look too weird. See, you can see like the shadow. All right, so you can see my lines there. It's a little bit too apparent. So once again, I'm gonna take my good old beauty blender and just kind of dab it in so it's not so obvious. I don't know about you, but that looks better, right? I don't know. I don't really, I'm not really a nose contouring expert, but that looks good, right? Yeah. Okay, now we'll be back. Now we will be back with eyebrows. Okay, so as you guys can see, I have pink hair. Magenta, hot pink, fuchsia, whatever you like to call it. So lately what I've been doing is using NYX's Vivid Brights color cream in the color Nothing, MNN91W. Anyway, it's pink. I've been using this to do my eyebrows, and then I go in with the Urban Decay Electric palette, and I use this purplish mixed in with this to set the cream, and it matches my hair color exactly. But I'm not going to do that today because that is too much work. And also, most people don't do their eyebrows that way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my Anastasia of Beverly Hills Dip Brow in the color Auburn. And I am using a Benefit eyebrow brush. So this Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow, people do complain that it dries out. And I actually left it open for a few days. So what I did was I put in a drop of Maracuja oil by Tarte, and then I mixed it up, and now it's creamier again. And we're gonna see if the formula is the same or if it's worse, and if I have to go buy another one or not. So let's start on that process. So what I do is I just start by barely even dipping my brush in there, just like boom, like one boom, and that's it. And I start in the inside of my eyebrow and I work my way out. You can see that I don't really have a tail, so I can kind of shape my eyebrows any way I'd like. I do like to have somewhat of an arch, so I will go above my natural brow a little bit, and if I wanted to, I could actually make them quite straight. So I usually go along the top of my eyebrow first, make the arch go down, and then I fill the rest in. So let's see how they come out today, shall we? Adding the Maracuja oil made this definitely easier to work with, but probably a little too easy to work with. So when I start off, I use the brush this way to get this part, and then usually when I start to do the arch, I'll use this tip so I can really kind of gain control of how I want to shape my brow. And then I use that tip too as I go down to make the tail. And now I'm going underneath just to thicken it up. I'm kind of over thick eyebrows, so I've been keeping my eyebrows relatively thin and more natural. You guys can use the spoolie then to kind of clean it up a little bit if you make a mistake, and to blend it in with your own hair. This is just supposed to be a get ready with me, so I'm not going to show you guys how I do the other brow. Alright guys, so the eyebrows are on good enough. This one's a little bit wonky. I don't know why I can't get it to go right, but you know what they say. Eyebrows are not twins, they're sisters. Or they're sisters, they're not twins. These guys are kind of like close cousins. Anyway, I swear to God it doesn't take me this long to do my makeup when I'm actually getting ready and I'm not talking the whole time, because I'm already at 45 minutes. Now, we're gonna do some eyeshadow. That's right, eyeshadow. And we're gonna do neutrals, which I've never really done before, so this is going to be an experience for the both of us. Well, I am going to use the Kat Von D neutral palette. How does that sound for a neutral eye look? Sounds wonderful, doesn't it? I think it's probably the only neutral palette that I own aside from the Mario palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills, Kim Kardashian's makeup artist's palette. So, where are you, Kat Von D? We looked at it the other day, and it's a bunch of neutral colors. So this is gonna be a challenge for me because I don't do neutral. So as I'm looking at this right now, I am deciding what I'm gonna do. So first, I'm gonna start off with a base, and I'm gonna use this sandy color called Lattice. Or is it Ludwin? Remember we had this problem the other day? I went backwards. I don't know. I don't care what color it is. It's like a peachy color, and I'm gonna use that to set the base, okay? All right, kids, sorry. I got a phone call as I was trying to do my eye makeup, so I just got this side done. I just got the base down. I just did my lid and a little bit above the crease because my eyes are a little bit hooded. So let me do the other side. And now I'm gonna go in with this brown color right here, which could be called Lucius. Or it could be called Succubus, whichever way you decide to read the back of the the back of the color descriptions. And I'm going to just kind of go in on the crease. And for those of you wondering, this is not a Sephora brush, this is a crown brush. So I'm really gonna concentrate on this outer corner of my crease. It's right where my bone is, right where that eye socket bone is. Because I really like that part to be kind of dark and smoky. Just dragging that brown in towards the center of my eye. Actually, not the center of my eye, the corner, the inner corner of my eye. It would be nice to find new terms, right? Then I could tell you guys what's really happening. Okay, so as you can see, I have this little shape going on. We're gonna leave it like that for just a little bit before we blend it out. So for my eyelids, what should I put on the eyelids, guys? A peachy? I can't do it looking into the phone like that. That's nice, right? Right? All right, so we kind of have this, it's almost like a cut crease look going on. And I'm tempted to leave it. I'm tempted to go in with some black. I just don't know. Let's blend out that top brown. All right, so we're blending out this top portion. I'm just taking a clean, fluffy brush, and I'm just blending it so that the line is not so harsh. See the difference? Do you see the difference, people? I don't like to blend it until there's nothing there. I'm not one of those gals, but I definitely don't like there to be like that super harsh line. Blending up, in case you couldn't tell what motion that was. So to me it looks like I have no makeup on, but to the world it might look like I have a lot. I usually do a nice big wing. I don't know if I'll be doing that today. What do you think? What do you think? Do you guys know where that's from? What do you think? I think I'm gonna do a little wing. So for my eyeliner, I use Tartiest Double Take eyeliner. One side is a liquid, one side is a regular eyeliner. This is the liquid, and I'm going to do, I'm gonna line the top part of my eye, and then we'll see what I decide to do after that. So I did like the tiniest, babiest wing ever in my entire life, you guys. Can you even believe it? That's like not even a wing to me. I don't know if I can take it. Oh, it's such a cute little baby. I think this is drying out because it was like skipping over my skin. Now let's see if I can attempt to match that on the other side. That little itty bitty baby wing kind of looks cute. It's so not me, but it's cute. So I think I'll leave it today since I'm doing a neutral everyday look, I guess you could call it. And that other side a little bit thicker. My eyeliner is like, what are you doing, girl? What are you doing? And I'm like, nothing. Nothing really. We're staying calm today, so please don't go overboard. I'm gonna take this white color, this white one, and I'm just going to kind of go over my brow bone up here, just a little bit. Just give a little accent. Kind of blend it in with that fawny color. Fawny. Oh, look at that! I look like a nice little girl. I'm gonna use some of that brown color, that fawn color, to go under my eyes. How about that? That'll look nice, right? So to do that, I'm gonna use like another brush that kind of looks like an eyebrow brush, and I'm just gonna go in and tap it. Tap that color right on and go under my eye, under my lash line. So I am gonna put some eyeliner in my waterline. Whoopsie, came out a little bit on the corner. So there you go. I just put a little bit of the brown underneath my eyes to correlate with the top of the eyes. And now I'm going to put on some mascara. So I got this big fatty tube of mascara. I think it was in my Birchbox one month, and I really wanted to just try that out. But I can't find it, of course. So we're just gonna go in with my Urban Decay Perversion mascara and see where that takes us. Alright, so while that coat dries, this is seriously taking forever. It takes me forever when I'm talking and doing my makeup. But while that coat dries, I'm going to go in with some blush. Surprise, surprise, Kat Von D. This is shade Love Song. And I just use this generic Real Techniques brush. It's kind of like a stippling brush. It's kind of coarse, solid, whatever I stamp it on. And I just learned this technique from Wayne Goss, who you guys probably know by now is like my makeup artist idol. And you're not supposed to really go anywhere past the line of the outer corner of your eye inward with your contour and with your blush and with your highlight. So I'm just going to take my blush and pat it here. That is if you're a little bit older. Like if you're 16, like you can do whatever the heck you want. But if you're in your late 20s and 30s, that's one of his tips, is to keep it outside of that line because it makes your face look lifted. And totally that tip goes to Wayne. And for my second coat of mascara, I'm going to use my Better Than Sex mascara. And I really like the Better Than Sex mascara to do the bottom lashes up. I don't know if it's just the shape of the brush or what, but it works really well. And the very last thing I'm going to do is do some highlighting real quick. I'm going to use my Jaclyn Hill Becca Champaign Pop highlighter. I have had the worst luck on earth with this highlighter. I bought the palette that came with the blushes and all that, and this highlighter just crumbled. I mean, I didn't even drop it and do anything. Just one day I opened it and it was like crumbly, and then I kind of smushed it back together, and then I put it back where it belonged, and then next time I opened it, it was all crumbly again. And then I did drop it and I lost half of it, and I was like, I better order some just in case they stop making it. Ordered some, got to my house, shattered into 1,000 million pieces. Took it back to Sephora, and thankfully they exchanged it, and so now I have this one, which I have to handle with kid gloves because I'm afraid it's gonna break. I guess this is like the limited edition because it has little champagne and bubbles. But my hairline's really bothering me. It's because I don't know how to do foundation without getting it into my hair. But anyway, that was a tangent, and I use my brush, my Morphe brush. Where are you? My Morphe 510. And I just take a little bit, and we're gonna just go a little bit here and up here. Look at that glow, girl. I have no catchphrases. And I'm not gonna use anybody else's because that's just dumb. Everybody's starting to talk the same. They're using the same lines. They're just all sounding the same as one particular YouTuber, and I think we all know who that is. That's fine, they can do what they want. Little on my nose, little on Cupid's bow, little on my chin, little on my forehead. Am I shiny? So the last thing then, the very, very last thing will be lipstick. I think I'm gonna go with a blonde wig since my pink hair is kind of really bothering me today. And I'm gonna pick a neutral lip. So I'll be back with my blonde hair, and then we'll do the lip, and then we'll be done after 17 hours worth of makeup. Alright you guys, so I'm back with my blonde wig. This is my extremely long, obnoxious blonde wig, but I think it goes nicely with my neutral look today. And today's neutral lip color is going to be Kat Von D's Lolita, which is one of my favorite lip colors of all time. So let me put that on real quick. And hopefully that's gonna complete this 75-minute long get ready with me. All right, you guys, so there we have it. Can you even believe the transformation? Because I can't. I have a hard time believing that this is the same person that started out with no makeup on. So, yeah. The power of makeup. Anyway, if you guys want to see me do some more get ready with me's, if you have any requests for different looks, this is my neutral look. I can do some smoky eyes, I can do some crazy outrageous colors. Just let me know. I know a lot of you guys who watch the channel are my friends and you guys tell me this feedback in person. But if you don't know me, feel free to leave a comment and I will totally get back to you. For some reason, some of the comments don't always come through on my phone, so I have to go on my laptop, and I don't go on my laptop that often, so if I don't get back to you right away, I will. I promise I will. Might not just be might not just be as quick as I get back to some other people who for some reason don't get blocked and their comments do come through. So anyway, thanks for getting ready with me. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you guys have a great day, evening, morning, whatever it may be when you're watching this video, and I hope to see you guys again real soon. Thanks again so much for watching. If you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe, share it with your friends, and I will see you next time. Bye.